What it took to get everybody here?
It all came together about a month and a half ago. I joined the PBA Tour last year. Of course, my hometown here is in Buffalo, New York. I met Pete, Mike, and Bob Learn out on tour, and just became great friends with Pete and Mike out on tour. Of course, Bob, being from Erie, has come down and mentored me in my game here, practiced with me, so on and so forth. And how I put it together was I talked to these guys out on tour. Tour's on break right now, and I set up a clinic here as to bowling with different competitors, young, old, medium, age. It didn't matter. You know, people come out to learn the game, learn what we do on the PBA Tour, and we try and give back as much as we can to the community, myself being from Buffalo.
Tell me a little bit about the most important fundamental you teach.
The most important fundamental that I teach is here in Buffalo with my local house guys and, you know, guys who I bowl with in league and kids around here who ask me for an autograph or ask me to help them with their game. What I do is I just try and help them, coach them. You know, I don't ask for a fee to coach them. The fundamentals of the game, I try and work with their footwork, their ball speed, and so on and so forth, but just give them what I was gifted with.
So fundamentally, what do you find most people don't? Is it the approach? Is it the way they go back? Is it the follow through? What do most people need the most work on?
Most people need to work on, they want to grip and rip. They want to grab the ball, grip and rip, and everybody wants to hook the ball out of the house. Guys that hook the ball more, you know, have a lot of speed on it. Some guys could lessen that speed, but everybody wants to throw the big hook ball and strike every time. But of course, you know, not having...
Well, you know, doing an exhibition like this and the people getting to teach, getting to see me in a different little way. Do you mind? Oh. All right, yeah. You know, for me to come out and do something like this, it's really fun for me because people get to see me in a little different light. They don't see me on TV. They don't see me crotch chopping, and they get to see me in a more fun way. We teach them how to bowl. We give them a little knowledge of what we know and how to do things. So this is really fun for me to do.
What's the most important fundamental, if there is one, that you try to get across to young bowlers?
To have fun. I mean, if there's one thing about any sport or anything that you do, is you got to have fun at it. If you don't have fun, you're not going to want to do it. So that's the first thing I teach. Got to have fun.
On the technical side, same question. Is there something technical? What's the most common flaw among bowlers as they come up through the ranks, whether they're very competitive or not?
Well, when I was growing up, I was taught to make spares. And in today's game, I don't think the kids really take their spares seriously. And I still say today that spares are important. You have to make spares to score. For example, miss a spare, you shoot 222. Make the spare, you shoot 233. So there you go. It adds 10, 11 pins to your game. So spares are important.
Is that because today's become a power game? It's all about powers and just blowing out strikes all the time? Is that part of what's happened, you think?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think part of today's game is that the bowling balls are so strong that when people don't strike, well, this is just another open. So, but I really believe that in today's game, you still need to make your spares, still need to have fun, still need to try.
How do you rank Buffalo as a bowling community from Western New York area?
I love New York. I love Buffalo. I've been coming here for 20-something years, and every year the people are still great to me. I still have a lot of friends here, so I like Buffalo, and Buffalo's a great bowling town.
Well, after all the years spending on tour bowling, I actually get more enjoyment out of coming out here, helping these people bowl, get them excited about the game that I love.
Why do you think that's more exciting than
Well, because they get it. They get the sparkle in their eye. You know, they want to bowl and they want to bowl more. And so without someone coming in showing them, you know, some of the secrets to the game, they're not going to get that. And so that's what we're here for. That's why I get so excited, having the opportunity to talk to these people and get them excited about the game.
Tell me a little bit about the most important fundamental you try to get across.
Keep it simple. You know, a lot of people feel that they need to manipulate that ball, try to make it do things. And the reality is, if we let our mechanics work freely, we actually have the opportunity to make the ball do more. More is less, which is kind of a hard thing to teach.
How about Buffalo, Western New York as a bowling community? Where do you rate it among all the areas you've been to around the country?
Well, coming from Erie, PA, which is a pretty big bowling town, the only place that I think that is even bigger than that, besides Detroit, is Buffalo. I grew up around here. I bowled here. I beat the champ years ago, and it's really where I got my start. I had an opportunity to go out on tour because I picked up a sponsor from the Buffalo area. So I've always been fond of this area. Great competition. That's why I've always made sure that I come up here and bowl events, and I've gotten to know all the great players from the area.
What I did for Buffalo, New York is try and bring Bowl with the Pros #1 here. This is the first Bowl with the Pros presented by Paul Christopher, my good friend Pete Weber, Mike Machuga, and Bob Learn. I sent out a thank you with all my participants for coming out with Bowl with the Pros in Buffalo, New York. Thank you. One to the end, to the yard.
Okay. Two goofies.
This is Paul Sr., that's Paul Jr.
Now you got to make that. I get this.
I got to go to the first.